Welcome to this word of hope for Friday, August 20th, Friday of the 20th week of Ordinary Time. I'm Father Luke Barter, coming to you from St. Dominic Priory in Denver. Where we are situated, particularly St. Dominic Parish, is sort of right in the heart of Denver. And if anybody has visited Denver recently or knows much about Denver, there is a homelessness problem throughout the city, and it's very present in the people who live here. A lot of different organizations get up to serve the needs of the homeless, whether it's shelter, food, clothing, etc. And we, as being an urban parish, tend to get a cross-section of people crossing our doors, coming into our courtyard, etc. This past week, I've encountered this one man twice. His name is Joseph. Man himself, homeless. He knows the city well, he knows the streets well. And twice now, within a week, I had never seen him before, I've encountered him always with someone else. A fellow person who was either homeless or in some sort of desperate situation. And Joseph himself is trying to help them out, whether it is getting on the bus, getting a voucher, getting something to eat. The first time he was with a woman he had never met, who was going through a very deep personal crisis. And he had been with her all day, trying to find her, to get her home. Today I encountered him with this elderly man in his 80s, homeless, didn't have any teeth, filthy. And Joseph was there, sitting beside him as this elderly man laid on our stone bench just outside the church's doors, and asked if we could help get him food, because the man hadn't eaten in 5 days. I had a chance to talk with this man a little bit, and the man was hilarious, funny, and in his toothless way, smiled brightly. He was very grateful. He even tried, he had a couple of bucks in his pocket and tried to give it to me. He says, "I have to pay for my food." I said, "Let us do this for you." And Joseph had known the man for many, many, many years and would travel from wherever he was in the city to go check up on this elderly man in his 80s. And we were able to get the man at least some assistance. At the very least, we were able to put food in his stomach. You have Naomi and Ruth in our first reading today. And these are two women, one elderly, one less so, who had lost everything. They were alone. Naomi says, "I will not abandon you. I will be with you." And in her own poverty, gave herself to her mother-in-law. Ruth in turn gave herself to Naomi. As simple as our gospel can be today, with that wonderful commandment, love your neighbor as yourself, I feel that Joseph, in his own poverty, helping his fellow poor people out of the sheer goodness of his heart, the gentleness of his mind, and you can see it on his face. There's no more incarnate way of that gospel and that commandment of loving your neighbor as much as I've seen in this last week, as Naomi gave to Ruth. Today, let us think of Joseph and those he helps, and let our inner Joseph shine forth so that the gospel may be complete in our lives and in our community. God bless.